Good morning everyone. This is a video about Kmap tips and tricks, and these are the rules you have to remember. The first one is higher order to lower order, which means you have to group it according to oct, quad, pair and single. And the second rule you have to see, it is a reduce the expression. Last video we had discussed about reduce the expression. And the third one is no repetition. Now let's see one by one example of all these. Now let's see the grouping of oct in all possible way. This is the first method. This is the second possible way of oct, third possible, fourth possible way, fifth possible way, and sixth and seventh is called map ruling. Next one, we are going to see the possibility of quad value. So when you're taking this example, now if I are considering the 1, 2, 3, 4, if the ones are placed here in all possible way, that one we can call it as a quad. But now I'm going to concentrate on the map ruling. You can see here the two ones are here and straight opposite to another two ones are there. So this we can call it as a quad, and it should be straight opposite. Another possibility, you can see the map ruling of quad. So here also two ones are here. The straight opposite in the last column you can see two ones are here. So this also we should consider as a quad. Now let's see the another possible way of quad, and you can notice now all the four corners we are having one. So this also we can call it as a quad. It is called map ruling of quad. Now look at this diagram now. Now we are having four ones are here, and where the ones are placed you can check here. Now this two corners we are having one, and not this two corners, only before that only we are having both ones are here. Can we consider this as a quad? No, we should not consider this as a quad. So what can we consider? So you can consider this one and this one is the opposite. So you have to consider this as one pair and this as one pair. Understood? What is the difference between previous example and this example? If the two both the ones are here, you can consider as quad because this four corners are there. So again you can look into this problem. So how can you map it now? So first you can see, is there any group of 8? There is no group of 8, but there is a group of 4. So you have to consider this one as quad 1. After mapping this, you have to check which are the one or not mapping or grouping. So these three are not grouped. So what you have to do? These two, don't make it as a pair. There is a possibility of quad here. So you have to make it as quad here. So now quad 2. What about this one? Can you do it with any of the possibility? And make sure that this one, it is not in this corner. If it is in the corner, you can do this pair. But it is in the center. You can't do anything. So it becomes what? Single. This is very challenging question. You can see all are here. First rule, higher priority. You can see, is there any oct number? No possibility. There is no of oct group of 8 numbers are available. And is there possibility of 4? Yes, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. First I am making this as quad 1. After mapping this, these are the left out. Okay, now these two, if I'm taking it again, these two already grouped, so you can do this as a quad 2. Okay, and after this only 3. So again these two are, again you have to group it with quad 3. Again one is left out, so if one is left out, again you have to do it with quad 4. So totally how many quads? 4 quads are there. Okay, I already told you that there are two types of Kmap problem. One is SOP, which is sigma sign, and next one is a POS, it is a pi symbol. The same question, last video I showed the same question, how can you solve it by using the POS? See, you can see here the same 4 variables I have mentioned, 4 rows and 4 columns. Here what are the changes I will tell you. So 0, 0, 0, 1, all it is common in both SOP and POS. But the way of representing the variable, it is different. So in SOP, wherever 0 comes, you have to mention the complement. But here in POS, 0 means without complement, 1 means with complement. And in SOP, in between these two variables, we are not going to mention any symbol, which means it is a multiplication. But here you have to mention the addition symbol. That is another changes. And inside that, whenever the SOP comes, you have to mention 1. But POS, you have to mark it as 0. So remaining all the mapping concept is same in both SOP and POS. And after solving the sum, quad 1 and quad 2, you have to check the rows and columns. Whatever you are mapping, you have to check the rows and columns. But here, in between, you have to mention plus. But in SOP, we won't mention any symbol here. The same when you are solving the quad 1 or the expression, you have to check if all the variables are different, you have to cancel it. If it is same, that will be your answer. But in between these two variable, you have to mention plus sign. The same way for the quad 2. So the final answer will be B plus D complement into you have to mention A complement plus D. This is nothing but product of the sum. I hope everyone is clear.